Oklahoma State Superintendent Ryan Walters is making national headlines once again through controversy. That controversy? Requiring every public school in the state to show a video of him praying. Not only that, but he and the department he heads, the Oklahoma State Department of Education, has purchased $24,000 worth of Bibles endorsed by now President-elect, or which appear to be endorsed by now President-elect Donald J. Trump. I'm your host, 7 News political analyst Justin Allen Rose, and this is For the Record. Late last week, Oklahoma public school superintendents, including those right here in southwest Oklahoma, received an email that baffled them. The email read, quote, "We are in a dangerous time for this country. Students' rights and freedoms regarding religious liberties are continuously under assault. The newly created Department of Religious Liberty and Patriotism will be working to thwart any attempts to disrupt our Oklahoma students' fundamental freedoms. And one of the first steps of the newly created department, we are requiring all of Oklahoma schools to play the attached video to all kids that are enrolled. We are also requiring that school districts send this video to all parents as well. Students are encouraged but not required to join me in this prayer." Unquote. The video attached was named Prayer for the Nation, and if you haven't heard or seen that video just yet, well, here it is.
We are excited to announce a new office here in the Oklahoma State Department of Education. That will be the Office of Religious Liberty and Patriotism. For too long in this country, we've seen the radical left attack individuals' religious liberty in our schools. We will not tolerate that in Oklahoma. Your religious liberties will be protected. We've also seen patriotism mocked and a hatred for this country pushed by woke teachers' unions. We will not tolerate that in any school in Oklahoma. We want our students to be patriotic. We want our students to love this country. And we want all students' religious liberty to be protected. I will now say a prayer. And to be clear, students, you don't have to join. But if you so wish, I'm going to go ahead and pray. Dear God, thank you for all the blessings you've given our country. I pray for our leaders to make the right decisions. I pray in particular for President Donald Trump and his team as they continue to bring about change to the country. I pray for our parents, teachers, and kids that they get the best education possible and live high-quality lives. I also pray that we continue to teach love of country to our young people and that our students understand what makes America great and that they continue to love this country. Amen.
I reached out along with others here at 7 News to multiple school districts located in this part of the state, and every one of them said they would not be showing the video to their students or be sending it to the parents of students. While almost everyone did not want to go on record due to blowback concerns, the superintendent for Duncan Public Schools did go on the record. Superintendent Dr. Chana Brierly said, quote, "We have heard from many parents today with questions on how the district is handling the video that the Oklahoma State School Superintendent has asked districts to show to students and distribute to families. Duncan schools will not be showing the video to our students or pushing it out to our families. Duncan Public Schools will continue to use a curriculum adopted by our local school board that is aligned with the Oklahoma academic standards. Your child's educational success is our focus." Unquote. The Freedom from Religion Foundation, also known as the FFRF, has been more than vocal in their opposition to a lot of actions coming from Walters' office. And the vocal jockeying is not a one-way street, or has not been a one-way street. When the OSDE's Office of Religious Freedom and Patriotism was announced by Walters, he mentioned how out-of-state atheist groups are targeting religious expression within schools in the state. And he even specifically mentioned an action carried out by the FFRF, which led to Bible quotes being taken down from the walls of an Oklahoma public school classroom. The legal director for the Freedom from Religion Foundation, Patrick Elliott, said all schools within the state should follow Duncan's course of action.
He doesn't have the authority to commandeer local schools and to tell them how to run their operations. This has come up time and again with Walters. He's wrong every single time he's tried to do it.
Now, requiring a prayer video be shown to public school students isn't the only thing Walters did to cause people to respond. The other action? The purchasing of Bibles endorsed, or at least appear to be endorsed, by now President-elect Donald Trump with taxpayers' dollars. 24,540 taxpayer dollars to be exact. Now, this comes after months of anticipation, starting with a Walters memo sent during the early summer months, which said he is mandating Bibles to be in every Oklahoma classroom. Over the next couple of months after that memo was sent, the mandate started to become a bit more clear. Walters sent out an explainer of how the Bible should be used in the classroom and really attempted to avoid the claim that this violates the separation of church and state by saying it would not be used, Bibles in the classrooms would not be used to convert students, but to simply give a better historical picture of American history, and in particular, the founding of this country. Walters and those with similar beliefs claim the country is founded on the Christian religion, and it would be impossible to teach an accurate version of the founding without including Bible verses or just simply the Bible in general. Other people say this is not the case, and they point to the Treaty of Tripoli, which was negotiated, ratified, and signed by American founders, including John Adams. That treaty outright says, quote, "As the government of the United States of America is not in any sense founded on the Christian religion," unquote. Arguments about the founding of this country aside, this move by Walters not only received pushback by Democrats in the state, but by a good number of Republicans, including those who have seats in the southwest part of the Sooner State. After the bidding for companies to supply these Bibles for Oklahoma schools were put up and eventually taken down, a lot of people wondered if this was the end of the OSTE Bible saga. Well, we know now that it wasn't the end. Walters posted a video to X saying the department purchased 500 copies of the Bible to be placed in AP U.S. history classrooms within the state. Now, the total dollar amount of this purchase is important because any purchase over $25,000 would have had to have a bidding process and a vendor. But since it came in just under that monetary number, none of that is needed. While many are wondering, what are Walters' motives in performing these actions? For instance, is it to land a spot in Trump's cabinet currently forming? Or is it to grease the wheels with the typical Republican primary voter for an eventual gubernatorial run in 2026? Whatever the case may be, your 7 News team will be watching and delivering the updates as they come in, and trust me, we are keeping a close eye on these stories, which are constantly developing. I'm your 7 News political analyst, Justin Allen Rose. But this has been For the Record.